senti yami insurance.
Amen.
Aye.
Na ebusuafo nyina so ho ye
Bibi abokoye da obo de ase. Me free crime by enra. Obeba so na checkpoints ahodo I wo snap checks. Sometimes some baby I won't expect to say barrier ebe wo no picking crime. Say na be it ni to aboba any other forms of nipa nipa smuggle between cities. And again, anka enye trafficking sensema anka ebe recommending po say when you are moving from one region to another out of the 16 regions, there should be a proper barricade.
Okay.
To say in some countries, in the United States, for example, in some other countries, when you're moving from one province and a state to another, and she shares because I think because some people take advantage of the lapses. Say transport company or more at the buses. Ahodo aye juma bags ahodo aye de share bus na say enskane nti obi be pese say yam mpona ode ba na ode AK-47 bi aka ho say bidie nso na o transport from Sesala de aba ebia Kumasemaya ana ekonkran abonten so a bidie bebre but ebia bag ba kope na nema egukum ni na ekeka ho no nti by and large I think intercity and interregional security no are tight na dano oheneba ye ma Ghana for regime say we are living in complete peace meko Abuja say meko ye ejuma kakra okudru ha tension atmosphere no mu ankasa omo ye bibia gidigidi ni na ekeka ho wanhwe ye nso na ya kidnap you. We have to be grateful. But of course, security is always work in progress. On the Independence Day of the US, July 4, maybe after programming, even while we are doing the programming, or you can show the public the number of shooting incidents, the people who were killed. More than 130 people were killed in one day. I'm saying about 150 people in about 400 security incidents across the US. At the Obaka's US, FBI for Munye Jumana, and CIA for Munimo Mujuma, or national security or Munimo Mujumana. But Dano challenges to me, but how you respond to the challenges to be able to tackle those issues in the nature say ote security and say onto security and sense. I don't think it's time to say the IGP has to be fired, the chief of defense staff has to go, and say I believe that it's work in progress now. Ghana Bambo ebe krabeshe enche.
Womwa omupeso munya enhunumu ntiasie eyino. Security ne yese ebia nipakuo bi mpotamu bi ne de police for ne ebia asrafo Ghana crowd empempi police for akogina ho se monhwese bia nipa bonfo bi antimedi boni bi ho anase it goes beyond that.
I think security is quite comprehensive and laptop I that minimi. I know some share document with the national security document with you or Hineba, but Dano, I think as we have this discussion, may referrals kakra senebe beti enyeme biase en kaneno ye kabamboa eno ane se asrafo dodo ahe enamwo a police for dodo ahe namwo operation bi koso a ituo eni to aboba ahe namwo a mo betimi a responde. But the dynamics of Bambo asesa kakra so hene baba sori anopa obie ne pipe ensio amma a national security issue because ebema nipa no ne plans for the day no ahin him into national security for us they say also tapa ensio beba say akwere bi ko school anopa no ndidi ye a national security issue into now no security around the world is moving from the use of hardware say armored cars to the use of soft power. Inti send your mind no any or mind pain for any tememu for bekasa nema ba komienu bi a nipa hia se na be ya na brabo ebe koso tote no we mu ne na ekeka ho and determine security. Nti at this moment no be won say national security omo ensure say baby a nsuo ni ho e wo sirem any other parts of the country no say boreholes no mu hia they should have them. A national security issue. And I think those dynamics have changed now. And I always say security is a shared responsibility. To me move forward, so you said say bambo phone so but before we go into specific incidents, say Jura and any other incidents, I want to put on record say bamboni bia obi edehye Yohana Maxwell Mahama, Major Maxwell Mahama, one of the key people within the Ghana army, all called jogging. There was a youth more forming mob, more estopeno. At the end of the day, they set his body ablaze, almost shiny drabe. So on so you will be papa, or you will be ba, or you will be offase, or you'll be the she. In much as we talk about, civilian security personnel relations and the need for the security personnel to protect the lives of yentime mufono. Yentime mufono so was said they say almost I've heard people talk about when the life of a police officer or a soldier is in danger, how do you do crowd control? Or about obi at the second. Your reflexes will determine how you respond. It's not about journalism and wishing. So regardless of the training we give them at the police academies, the military academies, when a person's life is in danger, the person will respond in a certain way.
All right.
And I believe that we need to also speak to the civilians. Before you go on a protest, there are processes. Sometimes you bufuka crabinti spontaneously. Na mebuno agada omoho. Those things need to be checked. George Floyd and Sensemi Baye. And Mebuna were United States or more demonstrations are hodo. Some of those demonstrations led to looting. So bishop or her and any company or ho na yakwa pie ho en nema. And as a Beko police department, be na yakwa share ho ne keka hon. When youth gather and mass up in that way, they think in unison. Into Bakubeka say, ye chobo yemfa one she yana and nema agensem. I believe that we have to be fair to the security personnel. So, a giraffe footage nibi, pictures nibi ni videos. Of course, the one that really trended for people to say, near Asraf with free pickup more. Somebody even knelt down to aim at the civilians and protesters. I would say investigations are ongoing, and the Commission of Inquiry, Prempeh Assembly Hall, Yana, sittings no ekoso, and then run. So I think the Interior Minister, will be extended to the 16th of July. I think the findings will help us. But beyond that, I saw a footage of a Canon, vehicle. Yeah. Mebuno HC a police for mode stones, abo, toto nini keka. It's either way. It's both ways. Two way mofono na yensu time mofo wo say yehwe because bambofo no so moja edi ehrisane ewo yehwede mu no. It's the same moja. They have lives that need to be.
Mamema was say the relationship between the civilian and the police, especially in the last 10 years. How do you see it?
I think police, civilian relations are here. Boroni Beka said it waxes and wanes. And sometimes we will say there be a cost to thought. Other times so challenges can cry it to me back mekai and some time ago now the billboards are hodo say the police is your friend. And that goes to say omo catch aye crado so money memo for ebedi and kita. And look at the police barracks. Wontumi kɔ hɔ ekosra obi a oyɛ police ni wontumi kɔtɔ ade nti the intimidation that would have characterized security I think the Ghana Police Service and other agencies have been able to whittle it down to the barest minimum. Sebi na simple oh yeah outdoor mpo to me etonsa frɛ wadan for your police no so about betina ho ne keka ho no. I would say in the past 10 years the relationship has been hot and cold. Of course there as much as possible we praise the police officers ne army for ne keka ho because of the sacrifice or more, but there have been really some checkered moments in our relations with them. Say Bekunipa, ne di two aquacoto, say armed robber. Then eventually investigations, be concluded on Nanipano on your armed robber. And issues of MTTD. And your muina it be say best stop or kind so in be samples or license or any and say what is there for the boys and what will the boys eat in so issues of ethics and professionalism and standards quite concerning and sometimes when civil case be about when you be in term or to dine or to car or to be na obi a defraudewa. So sometimes the police would frustrate you because say there are some of these issues the Ghana Police Service. There have even been incidents people feel say or say bono because they handing over the police for say be 3 days now you also on into issues of confidence in the Ghana Police Service any other security agencies I would say yes, but by and large PIPS has to do more. PIPS here police for catch our more standards into has testimony. For example, obi ebeloge complaints or report say my bonia send your omobe fiempo ana office ababe arrest. They can do it in a much better way. Even in plain clothes to show their identity. Say assume say obi ababe report case and I case be here say obe answer questions be in 2 hours time oba ebi asokwa police station and a police station for Fry Benwa. I think it's a mark of say mutual respect. Police for net yentimem for them, but omobe arrested why the kind of drama. The handcuff first of all, you have a reputation to protect. And in your case, will be reported there for until at the end of the investigation, so we won't say be a defamation be now cause and or bane bema and sem. It be a interwanto about or yerene or kununtem or call ya wakako report na more by no more by in a grand style, no more by chew kununu in a certain way. A best saying on
Sembia obi down police for and is supposed for the dear China. I
and send me be or why a year. First degree felony, say murder case. And Nipan so unim says sometimes obi a wadam for kekel. Or say, oh, I have a weekend way there or say a chili. Now about our apartment and our fee. What that if you had memene da obe sorrow. So kojo na kojo afemoyu. Or more report here, you have to be detained. Because it could be an issue of murder. Into such cases, no, and so Baba report say what defiling and now what raping. If the person is a minor, it be on D 15 years and 14 years and 16 years and 18 years, a case of defilement. And no, they have to detain you. But sir, me no be a business, and our payment schedule be I've not been able to fulfill, and that doesn't warrant being in the custody of the police.
Police for Naka. Say Abia Mabo Besia Ewo na Mashel Dadano Suyan Mintia and as a Matoa de Debia Humia and Ne Echna and Necha no report to my police force Omomedameka emergency can pose for so DH Ababe Chimisa Besimi Onkona as me so the Nika pose for Naikasa.
Normally obicology complaints and now report sir they have to do a little background check. Because most of the transactions are based upon trust. And can no nipa no ka say fita na fita or ka say tuntum na tuntum into be back ka say oh me pacho mami we na me fanye we after 1 week Michiaoka. Those things were there based upon mutual trust. But I'm saying there, what we recommend is that say one Ghana city transaction per Montre, the two parties will sign. Until there's evidence, okay, car we what on 60,000 or 70,000 every month, also trade via 25,000. Or default here, I have every right to report you to the police because of the proximity of the Ghana Police Service. They are the people we go to immediately. But financial issues, no, there were other state security agencies. Yoko. Yoko has the ability, has the mandate to be able to effect an arrest and detain you to make sure say properties be I was say you liquidate send a be nipa we no ekano. Yoko has that power to do it. And we have the FIC, the Financial Intelligence Center, because most of the financial crimes are electronic. Saka would be an hour fraud, defraud account. They have the ability. And then within the Ghana Police Service, there are various departments. They are in charge of some of these things. Into a report here, there are certain steps that need to be taken. But because of deformation, sometimes obi asabi on you obia in society to me kuguni pefin. So assume simple meaning ye way sikase na kwakodini in chain untriaye. By the time you reclaim your integrity, now a lot of damage has been done to your reputation in Ekika. So I think the interaction between the Ghana Police Service and Yentime Mufono, it shouldn't be say, oh, BBS Kumase. You hear updates in Tina, a police for anything for bidding kita. And security discussions should be a daily discussion. And send a bear dan. And my end train may be being see. And so more about the near Bimbimo. Me besides Wontumi multimedia, how many times now? Said be police PR and public relations directorate. I can say, oh, or about more program and no pay there within this week. Security around KGTM. Yeah, per se treachery nipa ukotobi bia fabotono NC baby nini ekika. These discussions should be daily discussions. Say be ayen transit Zongo 7 BC Drabisi and sa police for babonti a treachery name mu. Until I believe that if you are able to do that, the past 10 years I the checkered relationship between a police for phone, the next 10 years could be better.
Mami Musa say and a woman say Ghana for Timemufo are very cautious of their own security.
I built a background by saying, say, Oshaya Mamrenia Mania. There was trust in the past. I don't know how to say it in tree. There was so much trust to an extent that Oheneba Kanino now was a seer. Utumi manipa fofro ebe yukia ewoso. Or harvesti we are. The proceeds would be shared between you. Nakrate bianso enda home. But say no, I don't know a show boto mumpo now or young professor oje. Inti ama we are a bit lax. How many houses even had padlocks and gates in those times? Into Oko Zongo, Oko Ashtown, Infantini, most of the houses will be say Punubia because many time. A common day or can import to me bo if be a marker say, no, Mindidio if it are no pa. Fufubi or why the bema, Toza fever or why the by an impo bit to me can say, hey, mini baby dow, wow, man, baby, so on bepechuno. Ubeko Jumabano, now I say, all the end Yamina edeco. Until there is no trust between people or amongst people, say. Until I believe that the way we saw security in the past, say, no, I was say, tighten your belt, kakra. Only nipa share ben or share a color ben. Nipa nam empotemo ho ne description to say okwa manonia be unze emrewafo ni nkwokrafo motete rooftop so omo say dia ne say apart from the CCTV a capture ne ekoso no nipa obewura empotemo ho nipa omo free ho ne ekika omo sure omo nso nti I believe that those days are ye nipa di easily no asesa and all nantia ya ahwewachi can you know to me manipa left yeko school or was utumi jina santase onom no obi twemu a na wa stop ne so okokejeti akwa trotro na yafaw ba ne ukotina obi ka mo a wonhwe yi a uti ye hwehwe uti a yehu ne kira kwan Nancy na metes asantemai obi fa Uber. Ose ohwe TV ana radio tese sika gare ana obetimi ayi sika do akwa kotwa ni peti obiti. But kanino na niema entesa. Enti gidie ni ho, and I believe that in terms of one kasa personal security. I think we take our personal security for granted. Enti nipa oni omushia strangers who come into your life. Yeah, the Dr. You and Ebe Dada Obia or So in terms of Yankasaya personal dealings with people, no, we have to. And then Enkwadano, so I'm concerned about the way Mofrano Eco School. As I said, security is quite comprehensive. I could say if you do. Ninia 6 years omuku school na say we did 10 years so no question so, and now when they close from school there is no proper arrangement, and you'll be a bit me then a back Montessori school and a private school near Can International School say bas baby fee baby for more now more ponso and a bas said your more fee, but I think says nkwadano mpo befa car. Let's get an elderly person to accompany them to and from school all the time. Because first, na 90 pound eco school, but to say no, I think the security around our children
koso importantamo din our society, but for someone a koso no. I was said beyond the Ghana Police Service, and I say security agencies no more provided that security in their mind. Yes, and you may be within the society, and I say, Intino, or man for not taking advantage of it. And I say, Nipan Kasana, Siohunim, dear Ebano, Bonnet Abayitrim.
I'll say a community watchdog, Yedibabium. Because even in advanced countries like the US, you hear them say, how do we keep our communities, safe? By 10 o'clock and 11 o'clock, Onam Kumasa Bontinswa, Obehu civilians in civilian clothing, but with clearance from the Ghana Police Service. Say, and Potemo had there from 11 p.m. crime at Mikoso, into Moncheso. But I think, say, tenants, any landlords are hodo in those areas, should also have a financial commitment. I always say, if you don't spend on your security, on what will you spend? Inti emebunu bebri ohwa youth in community policing. Ebia aban a bit stretched. Wontumi ntwia nene keka. I think various communities we would recommend say mebuno amugu hono ebia 15-20 you can have an arrangement say busy tenano emwa and the community can engage you ebia daily wage bia anajo bia oye operation 20 cedis, but Ghana Police Service will be ready to be able to train those people. We recommend that especially in new areas, new sites are hodo, because you see the way the city is growing. There are certain areas development gets there before the Ghana police service gets there.
Yeah.
Into many of the crimes when say obi a wenya sika say we free baby out ebusun fie wakwa ko sit dan ewo baby okọ fie no ya attack no akwa akuku no ana bibisa. Into new sites are hodo no, we would recommend community policing. But who bears the cost? I believe the Association of Landlords and Landladies, bit me arrangement say Ghana Police Service, maybe no bear 50 and 20. You per se be a mobile training just to keep watch. They won't have guns, but just to keep watch. Say I bet not be till 12 midnight, 1 a.m. My entry community no sono. We can be paid to do that. I believe that our security should be able to dovetail into those areas. And a police of Dodwaya, they are less than 40,000. Your population, you say after this census, they will say more than 30 million. They can be everywhere at every time. We should also be ready to support them. I believe watchdogs are Hodo Akaneno Yawono. You beat me and resuscitate you, but who bears the cost should be the question. I believe associations of landlords and landladies. Mobit me, I talk across from even the tenants. I said that by nipa pay free fear, you will have the peace of mind. Say, Nancy Oko, a Jume Mumpo beba, burglars are befia babe, and then we are not each other's keepers. First, no ko ejuma o hin be pie ko ejuma obia wo fie honum ne nim se o prefie e bia 6 o'clock o be bana 5 o'clock apo. But I say oh yet say abrofo self-contained, I'm minding my business. Or ne 1 bedroom or 2 bedroom o be fie hon po a onchia. Or buy ya no ya guy now akwako now a young lady bia ya posting from another city to Kumasi se be ye ejuma onchi obia wo fie hono. All in the name of I'm minding my business. Self, yet me kuni pampo. Nipa to me woo for some days. Na ye hu sa assume see you until send the cops no. Besha say stinky. But enkane no, we were each other's keepers. 1 hour, 2 hours, until movement be with them. Hey, kweku shaho, and Mohammed Oshaho. But say no, everybody behaves so. Obi to me, upon Juma Friday and Adra. Oko share self-contained home until Monday morning. Until we should be each other's keeper, because I think say when we watch each other's back we'll be security no you to me ashemokina.
Mami Musa, the recent happenings ewo mainumu we are 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock we are kete so armed robbers are boy rabia financial institution bi ebia obi akwaji sika free bank or koba bi akronfo atwa no akwaji sika ya bonu tuo ya yesi akwa ma yesi de posi fompo na etututuo no anase nipakum no ko won so kire say he na Ghana abedru ewo oman ban bon hyehyɛ hu.
Police penimu bi contacted me about 2 weeks ni. Bank kese bi Ghana. And bank no omo per security analyst nipa or security kakra to be able to look at their fleet of security bullion vans need security arrangement. So na be advice say weakness kakra or munshe mokina so you okay munyese. Before you treat a client, you have to get some background information. You know what I told them? Make actually almost say, oh, BBT says say no. I'll get you somebody who understands ballistics and ordnance.
And only idea.
And also, say to abobaye or more grade. And depending upon the layer of protection on a car, the level of penetration etc. Into a backup police in out front and a driver no and a banker or a company sikan in kikau. Na nipa no so na or ye director general or ye 1-star general for defense intelligence, military intelligence. Onim ne omo ka kire me. Omo say oh because of cost nti omo mpe bibi honhon na isa. Omo pese be hwe krata onem ma ki say oh bibi aye okay.
Oh really?
That was what they told me. And I think, sir, maybe I'm dealing with one bank now, but bank mpono no. Mean to me, bank needing a bank kesepa. But what about those even below, say savings and loans in the microfinance? A bank moi. And you're so concerned about the security of the personnel who accompany mania. What shows, sir, smaller financial institutions will care. And sometimes we are quick to blame the security, apparatus. Say, but Yankasano to cut down on cost. Open the for day be so one year na asem akwakoto. And I believe that every bank or financial institution has a responsibility. Some more bullion vans are moving hundreds of thousands of Ghana cedis every week. Why can't you spend a little to fortify your security around those vehicles? And sometimes, for all you know, the Ghana Police Service has been engaging the managers of these financial institutions. How much clearance do they seek? How much advice do they seek? And also, adani BBI woho. And we have to, look at the way you pay cheaper ways of doing things. If you want to secure, and again, when you go into the banking hall, can you know and say, oh, now your treasure, don't make calls while you are in the banking hall. because the fear is that if you make a call, it be a squad be a wabontia or multi-moto so. Oh, my description say, oh, assume it's wa schedule labia. Wakako yisika kese inti muntrelino ana mun dineche enko jisikano. But say or te banking hall no oh WhatsApp so. Enti description ebia tell us no edwin say ebia ya mani sikampo say koye deposit sika fia bi but ne oye o bank no won say mo line mu edru ne so say oh you can go na wakwa akotena echire oh you can go or monitor my feedback on the phone
because on your call body you can send in messages,
transmit information about how much you are taking from the bank. Not long ago, Lebanese be, I think it was payday, end of the month. Okoji sika bumbi, obedru tema. Na kwa shano so you kune ya jisika no. Into the financial institutions themselves have a responsibility.
So do you think na enyemani bi from within obi wo either say or can financial institution who na say or ye client awaba ho in the names of a transactive business, maybe or picking information, they must some people outside.
Ebusia enheneba enye say nipa eda obeye momo ube deposit sika kese no sa da no na process na efrel omo ye de nya won number. Inti I think security is a behemoth, is a huge I say aboka kraka bia one share obetwa ne nan abra bia wonya ntwa ne mene enti bia obetwa baby na baby a wo se wutwa no onya nye. And you know, national security should go even further to be interested in the labor laws that govern employee-employer relations, because telco see hwesika bumbuma amunya efri yen chen oheneba ba ubebisa customer service omo a ye wo complaints a ye frɛ omo no na ketwa esen. By the end of the day, the person has got access to the software and the database. And when year, there will be the tendency say or private information are here for clients, the person will share the information with syndicates, criminal syndicates. And how people are paid, that was why we began this discussion. Say in the quality of the water is a national security issue. Private sector they pay people as they wish. And as you don't pay people well, many people say they are employed in this country, but they are underemployed. And a national security no minor said there to be able to peg salaries at a certain point and our wages at a certain point, people will be comfortable not to give away delicate information that will imperil the lives of citizens. And to bank on no wash suit or polishing issue, ebia na ketria in $150. And at the end of the day, banking details are over information are over no, the person can easily share with criminal syndicates. And eda obeye momo, ube deposit sika boom no so no na fraud says no efrel. Where do they get the information from? And I believe that we need to go into all these areas to make sure, say, in some countries you can have ministry for happiness. A ministry more to make sure, say,
for happiness.
Wejuma, your workplace, how happy are you? Obefia, how happy are you? And Kitahwa nipa edi, how happy are you? Because when people are happy, when people are okay, Oko propose a criminal idea to them, it will be difficult for them to buy into the idea. But me too, I come the medada. Yeah, buy I say, oh, Alajiji 2 away, yeah, bit me I intercept you be we operation 200,000 Ghana, de bemao. There will be that temptation. Madam for be oye juma man na cock. When him say nap conti say nipa koka say oye juma or na kobumpoa. Na drink say we use to say na. But Narcotics Control Board or say na no or moche cocaine. Ebia they were detailed to a certain facility. Inti na package ne da hoi. And they were 2 in number. That is to also, praise our operatives on the ground, nakok for no, because the principles and the standards are very high, or so we are made to believe. So one of them was telling the other, say, hey, as soon as we the exhibit where man it can be a life-changing opportunity because there's a ready market for it. So the person could have just, hidden it, and you will not know. Wakwakoton, only on more juma or a low ranking officer, but they say, obey juma more, natadi shemuka or de banine, nana brabo assassin. But they felt no, for the love of the country. As long as I sadian, I will say the man paying for. But the point is, opinion the standards and principles and the ethics of the profession, and also our upholdee. Because we have a lecture to give police officers and army, they can't talk. There are times I want to me intercept BB. Nipano be insist say, "Well, you are smuggling this. It's wrong." But they bet shrimping for no at the end of the day, the following day, order from above. You say, I believe that low-ranking officers, near high officers, or more high positions, if they're able to uphold the standards of security, ethics, Ghana security will be perfect.
At the end of police near or say quote you, a baby say or bobine and I say or baby. Civilian be bet many could do say or by attacking.
Because near police in Ikitano, civilian no so ikitabi. And we have said time and again, or share the statistics that have been shared by National Commission on National Commission on Small Arms and Light Weapons. Said some few years ago, many penimo etna radio programs. So they estimate that there are between 2.5 and 3 million guns in civilian hands.
3 million.
Between 2.5 and 3 million. If you do the mathematics or hineba, say 30 million poor, now there are a 2 million, 3 million. It means every 10 Ghanaians you count, but kukite 2. Because 3 million out of 30 million, it means 10% of the population has access to guns. So how
dangerous is it for us?
It's so dangerous. That is why you are seeing the proliferation of these crimes. Say, we are even close to the CID headquarters, Forex Bureau, no more shoot warning shots, because the tools that are used for carrying out the crimes are readily available. So a police for the initiative be by exchange of guns for cash.
Yeah.
Into kita tour, go and declare. Now the tour nama usika. It was a good strategy, but you know what they were doing? Ebi anipano or the AKaba. One man ebi 3 times the amount of a pump action gun. For that AK. Wako black market, akwa 3 pump action guns. Until the recommendation we have made over the years, and still I say for no monyanti. And I say your artisans, they have the crafts. Omonsa juma mutumi a year a tool. And their activities are considered illegal. Until at the end of the day, nipa no ye juma o kumasi so ami magazine and now ye juma wa bosoka and now te alavanyo and now nkonya ho baby or Volta region. Nipa no or that skill to be able to manufacture a local gun. What we are saying is that the Interior Ministry can engage them. Unim seni ye tour or the abra. You will be duly licensed and registered. So you give records of how many guns you make every month and who are the buyers. So the buyer will be able to track them. But up to now, I'm paying for say money. So the activities are banned, but they still manufacture and they sell on the black market. I keep saying, say, boys are more sim who Ghana say no. Sebi, they are not as sophisticated as we see on the videos. It's not say they have overpowered the Ghana Police Service or they have skills. A police for no NB.
I was about asking you, say, is the police basic. Losing its authority?
The operations are so basic and some of the guns are so basic. But because I want to make a team phone, sound. And so it's a sophisticated operation. These operations are not sophisticated. If civilians are ready to volunteer information to the Ghana Police Service, let's say, in drone answer, okay, they will be able to neutralize. But look, nipa odi boneno, nipa omudi boneno ibusia, omokanye ho. Because we are landlord, a branch aba behind what dying. anopa obebo music sa oni ne nanfofo omu yusu cars akese anajo nko ana omu pie eno are you only interested say 2 years aso now the sika pofo ababe mawana? Isn't it your responsibility as a citizen to raise red flags and inform the police about the activities of the tenant? Enti omu kaye ho omu tututu din semboni they are brothers, they are our sons, and ebusuafo ni bi enim say asumisi sai dwuma we na oye. But if we are not ready to, volunteer information to the Ghana police, how will they know to be able to protect us? And again, it mechi nipa na ohini bi ahye ni mpaboa ahye na wakọ wa ka say munim say oyem wo fase mo manenko ana pastor bi wa hye dress ana imam bi na wakọ akọpa achaw am robber na police for ebu aye wo mampayimfo nti o say okay yate we the case no enko babia. You are unleashing the person back into the society.
Okay.
And then Nana, we don't have a proper arrangement for ex-convicts. Many of those who commit crimes now, especially those who commit murder in the form of armed robberies, or langas or ex-convicts, time and again, we have gone to other countries, advanced countries, to know their criminal justice system. We have made recommendations, Nana. Up to now, we are saying, say, boni bia nipa bedi na nipa no oye custodial sentencing. Makwako we are banche. Then you put me at, Kumasi Central. Ebia, while I'm in the yard, I'm interacting with hardened criminals. Eti me pie no, banche biom na mekwako wiao. They have taught me. Our prison centers have now becoming academies for graduating or churning out hardened criminals.
Me just our prison service, abaye academy, criminals graduating from there.
Because we di boni kitwano. We di na for hardened criminals.
Di tuo ni akwa kronobo tuo mfiri womra no. Na wanya a skill.
Bisa sorry ne masalacha omokoye donations our prison centers. It's a good thing to do. But wow be ya adoye no wanye steady a obepie honom na wo phone ni ho. People are there learning more skills.
Have you heard that before?
Yes.
What to be paying?
They are learning wanye steady a
omuno neduafo na obi ehu omobo kwayo madoye no. Owura ho a wan hwe obepie no.
They would have taken it. And I wouldn't say, yeah, this is what we do for prisoners. There are various programs to reach out to them. There are times Christmas, people take things to them. There are times Ramadan also, people take things to them. But while the person is there, Nana, send a sorry no school now jumemuno ono. So it's like a student-lecturer relationship. 8 hours of the day before say 4 o'clock be born now my roll call inside. They are interacting. And what do you think the hardened criminals teach the younger ones? They are teaching them new skills. And why 6 months a pay because we are banchana the person would have acquired more skills and more ideas to go a notch higher in the crime. And what we are telling the country is that we can do reforms to our criminal justice system. Boni bi ohwa udia eyakom nti na wakakodi boni no. And he will give you community service.
Okay.
Minister for Ashanti Region, Honorable Simon Osei-Mensah. Onim say etiatisi some time ago. Last year yabaha mpona almost say without the nose mask. Yechewa yema oyebi oprepra. It's a form of punishment. So if we did it during the COVID era, I think we can blow it further. But nini bi ohwa, you don't need say nipano obeko prison because okohono, he's going to learn new ideas. The person will be more hardened. And check the statistics. Many of those with Okukudra Okan once say, police in Ijina Wontumi tutu ekunon. They are ex-convicts and langards.
Okay. Masa about Subio na the ex-convicts na bem no. Yaba be share how courts no so contribute to ensuring safety within the society because obi every say obebi body bone ye ne be court ene china ene enfan ye punishment no edit amount for enough and now say eno so ye ba be hwe. Then we will also look at recruitment into our security agencies. Then again ebinim so ebusa so se ade bi besi na bia esiwi ansa na the security and especially police for area alcohol. Can we question their intelligence gathering prowess ana? But the main country say prostate capsules and as man capsules solak mr no elho a solak natural clinic and edino yaba prostate capsules no so uyo bi a wodwonso a wo bre ana say utanwu moja kakra e wo dwonso na akabiom ubewuna na ase esaba Odia and it's prostate capsules no and na obepebi nanya zebman capsules na oya bema mu na watimi aye adwuma yi pa solak mechane de e deal with infection e man mema nyina no enya bia ebetumi aboa mo over 0245 616028 na onsa akabi Lawson Herbal Clinic wo mo so at the local mixture no aba for gonorrhea, syphilis, infertility, and after waist pains. Unya delay man capsules na a member do no aha na Lawson Herbal Mixture no and so honum a man of fibroid, menstrual pains, pulse no etete no 0242 133 577. Colinat, Missy Herbal, Danny Herbal, Fred Menz, have made an apidank urawa ubenya bi ato. Uya footballer, and answer uya sportsman or woman, uya athlete, and answer Udi juma sumbia obabedru fie na wabre waposo honamre anase honam ya achew anase bia wona pim bibi ama wonya so jeso nipadua ba bi no wo asole kakra unya Ghana Bama sawa hawo nyina utu ase udi ba bia ya no te Ghana Bam ne kakra na efasrasra so ubeusa de nchino na bibia eni honum biu 0244727028 o kom Mr. Herbal Colina Fred Menz anase ba bia ton Herbal drugs no na Ghana Bam no onsa akabim sanso no unya pains ewo usisi nim efi usisi na kwesi wunase wona ntiasa onemu edu nase tata ya wode eni so bewrem ewo 21st clinic. They are expert in sciatica wokọ na omudu atu machine so na omahwe that the property a how ne wapa no pomasibre e the amount omu branches ewo memu ba bia Accra, Oboko Dome Market, heavy do building that Kumase and overseas Alpha Radio Chiwanum Pay, Sunyane Techiman Gozo Seshi, and attack the Obawu 21st clinic. And so 0540 311 311 0540 311 311 Natural Company Limited. One with the cell strength capsules number immune system no ebeya juma gidigidi. Unya prostate capsules no bia na just what to the prostate related problems in no unene to kwanta mapai. True man capsules no it deals with premature ejaculation, weak erection and also waist pains ni no ebeyi e dey free ho. Numbers near 0204 616161 0204 616161 Africa be a tondo papa ewo memu hanum na eko pebito Alaji mamemra osubi na mimehwe recruitment into the security agencies yedi ho koma. Can we attribute a Nyema Yehuna say toda their own professionalism within the security agencies to Sa and Nyema Biana?
But before my masters in conflict, peace and security, I work Kofi Annan. America buying Eddie Echo various states the way they conduct security. So it was either in New Orleans and Los Angeles. Baby. Boot camp. Some people naturally nipano ya wono no. Obe say from the very beginning, formative years no. Odi bibi to ho na wafa. Jade honom no. Unse kumasi jade de. Obi cooking pot isi hosa enti enkwan no itumi train say drawer. Ye kwakwada na de aba. Dynamo. Enti obefa ho na ode onsa akwa she maybe a soup mo na stew mo na we nam and fridge milk bi onim say ohianti ya ma me no mo aya de pan ohene ba say ohene ba woto milk a o pie milk o use ni na but kane no ebusun nyina ebe use milk baako nti kakra o de wuti no ye de kakra egum nso ye de kakra egum ne aka no ye born belt tokro ni ye de pano eso ano na ye de ahye fridge mo nti nipa no be free school aba no obehwe left right obi en ni dan no mu na we yi milk no na kukukukunu na wano milk ni akika. Some people are born with criminal tendencies. Even at the parental level, and we need to start teaching people how to appreciate. We are young boys, make a was Saint Matthew, boy be koshe or she by na house master say morning assembly. Young kataye ni bompire man. And young boys. So there are certain things when people are predisposed to, there are processes odinipano echo through to be able to wean the person off that criminal tendency. Into boot camp, no, say I chose with the bonino, they have a scheduled program or do FM as a form of rehab. Into wrestler be or say wadane actor. I'm saying the Dwayne Johnson, The Rock. He was part of the boot camp.
Okay.
Teenager, no, it could be Bonnie. But see how the American society has been able to shape him up into Nipa Wadani and Ney. And before we even look into the recruitment process, the criminal justice system has to be reformed. And I don't see, like we do, instead of a bottom-up approach in tackling our security challenges, a top-down approach. BBC or baby, IGP no IGP now only more Juma and BBC. But you know, sir, it starts from the nuclear level. It's a bit the way a governance anchors are at polling station level or now I call various levels, district committee levels or now I could draw district from district or region or national. That is how all the security agencies at here say Nancy say Ashanti Regional Director of National Security Nejuma Onfan Toho. But BBC was Santimaya will be because right away. No, I can say, oh, the national level no more yet than Afa. I think we need to devolve and disintegrate sene bambo ehun sensemete sene beya as an individual Ghanaian moving around. You know that you have responsibilities, you have rights in terms of bambo nini kika hon. So I think the quick reforms we are recommending say the court system has to be faster than it is now. Say you couldn't dishe wa Ghana manu isi sumena so ebusunya you couldn't kwa. Show me one single murder case yinya a conclusion on the investigations aya jeli nipa. Yetigana hana MP mwa honorable JB Dankwa. Like case no so adani to say agro suspect no almost your friend sexy dondon. Ye benya report I say aduane we na mpe aduane we no be actually ni this shit. Before the election, Fantimai ho baby, you kun MPB ya case na kwa kusi.
Already understand say last week or so mu say omo ajeli nipa miensa 20 years each or so. Yeah.
About 20 years old, that's compensate for the life that has been lost. And Fenek Ochre.
Yeah.
You kun Fenek Ochre up to now. You who asem no pomasibre. And Osha recently.
So a lot of them.
A lot of cases are woho. And these are high profile cases. So how about Tokromo cases, ghetto cases? I think we should go back to the capital punishment regime. Udimonia. Like Wokunipa.
Capital punishment.
Yes, it's important. I think Kebimamin Kebino Yentiase. We have swallowed hook, line, and sinker. The Western style, without looking at Yankasa, Yamamre, Yamanie, and idiosyncratic ways of tackling security. Kaneno, ukokunipa yukun. But how can somebody commit murder? Na ye court. Court yes say, oh, he has even a defense counsel. Ni lawyer tukwan enti adeno ya to asheda. na munko next 3 months omon file defense yenko next 6 months ana a judge for omo kwa akojo omo ahome yenfa no remand another 8 months ana 2 months ana 30 days ana 20 days. Into how precious a life is now, no? Because of say the wheels of justice grind so slowly. A man say nipa di bonia onhwe nechi nipa tumi kunipa. Because as soon as see no court won akọ aba na yidi me nso me ya enche ye be ma me jail sentence impo at the end of the day me pie. But ohwensem konkono whether the Bible or the Quran Moses nsem no say an eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth. If you say nipa with this boni capital punishment we has human rights. Inti emaye nkuno nipa okuno no only human rights ana. Ne ma mo adane ejanka no omu ni human rights ana. Inti I think if there is overwhelming evidence, even when there is a smoking gun evidence, or nipa shoot nipa, CCTV a capture. Say assume si na shoot nipa okuno na e court. You have to be killed too. Because that is the only way it can serve as a deterrent. But nipa diewu okoba ebimpo akwa ye omo jail sentence ayi omo nipa omo condemned cells therefore dodo ahin na yiku omo Ghana. Look at the bureaucracy. The president has to sign. Me say enempo enne mimini day Saturday nipa di boni ewa asoko ha na there is evidence say wuku nipa he shouldn't live to see Sunday.
And they are young
Yenkuna how
say you when you so say what na ku obi a ye wa dance a ono so ye chi na yenkunu bi
ohene ba nka yenye ne den yemfa no court na the taxpayers money or remand no ye feed no at the end of the day. I think we should go back to the capital punishment regime ayewo ankane no. It will solve 80% of our security challenges as a country. But so me say here no hwe anto obi to me for acid. Okay, Adams Maham.
Yeah.
Upper East Regional former
NPP
chairman. Utam acid. Eko shegu nipa so. What say if he even survived? What's saying in life for the rest of it? What's saying his creation for the creation for the rest of his life? Boy's friend, girl's friend in 70 and nipa to me tam car battery in Sio. Eko shegu nipa so because it will be here no she antono. And I believe that if we are serious about solving these, recent security cases, name murder cases, if there is overwhelming evidence, say assuming and nipa to me nipa now or capture on social media.
Right, Mamina Mahomra na meba mebusa say who should be recruited into the security agencies. Then na yako edra kakra ansana ebia yaba abesoro so me da me ho abasisi a
Spark Healthcare ayarasabia fufura abepi kumasi kuimu ewo anoma so eni odium kwantempo so se eyedwunso mu yade yefunu yade okanimfo a mo prostate mu ehaw ne ade hepatitis ulcer ana bibia no eno so ye wonimdefo a mo so akwadare ewo saa ayaresa ni nyina ye wo scan center eno so ye wo scan machine a eye abefo se eye awo enso so na wo ga eno so oba spark eno so ye wonimdefo a eno so baboa ye adoctorfo a wo ha na agi titiye ewo Ghana eni ewiase afana nyina oba na se wo hia massage na na se akomutenetene a eno so ye wo obi wo ho no a ono so wo training ma papa free amanone ye wo nuro ahodo nyina for ye yade a yititi wa ha bia Spark Healthcare ye se yade no ebetu afri woni padua
Fresh Spark Healthcare.
Dr. Solomon Asaka ne hubi. Eye Solak Natural Clinic. Hodie. Yemfa yare anko ensan fan kofie bie. Na latest machines a odiaba clinic hodie. Ense wani ense o ka kire kra. Oba opa wo. Be ma wonya low sperm count. Say yes yare. Waposo na yawo ya. Afi prostate enlargement, any prostate cancer, ena infection bia aba prostate ne mu de. Solak Natural Clinic ebetenete. Na ba diabetes, any koko any obi a woye kese abro so a ne nyina. Ehun ro wo ho a ebetma ma wonya fa hodie preko pe ene die yenkochinchiri pi enkose sika kwa ebra Solak Natural Clinic ewo ho a wombema wa yaresa papa ne bo san dafo se ba machines papa na owo ultramodern diagnostic machine a obetimi dia hwehwe omu ehun yade bia e haw ebra wo mre ho kra wosan wo body mass index machine a wode behwehwe nipaduanum ehun se bibia enso ededa na kwam wosan wo liposuction machine a eboa ma obi a waye kase abroso no eyiyi srade ni nyina afri nipaduanum Solak Natural Clinic aside the massaging machine a betimi miamia wafri wutri so akosi unase ama honam asisi hu so ye pa ema obi anada o hwehwe omo a fo ni kire kenten kro no omo ni Shell filling station no ene di nhwane mu ana frɛ 0241 590 837 0241 590 837 Solak Natural Clinic.
Michael, we support the new system. Yeah, Mama Michael.
But you are Tony near.
Let's not go be able to go in the
Me ko support my business for new new system. Hey, that's a Michael t-shirt. Mato t-shirt. Me pa ba be fa kan no. Ni t-shirt go mama.
Boss, champion, boss. Mr. Willie one.
Okay.
Michael, supporting a new system.
And your well-being.
Vico 20 is not suitable for children under 12 years of age, pregnant women, and lactating mothers. A quality product from Joy Herbal Center. This advertisement has been vetted.
21st Clinic, a sciatica expert. Sciatica expert, a 21st Clinic. Ye hon ye dear bibidro, a sound yare wo ba. Ya yo lab test ne ye no. Ye bay yo massage be a ube yasokra when ye bida. Ye the water machine so near dear bibidro near dear one. And to what to one and trine wono. A sanefa with slim, one nase, one two nyina fa wonan so ho nyina no sa ehun teche mapɛ nurse wodie mia ye friend the sciatica na wo mo ye expert e wo Ghana ha no e ye 21st Clinic ye wo more than 10 branches e wo Ghana ha wudu sunya ne ye ni Kumase enkran baabia se ye bie foforo e wo tadi ma efie kuma number 9 eho na sciatica expert eye 21st Clinic eye adwuma obetimi afrɛ wo frɛ number no branch na ben wo ne a kyerɛ wo na wo kɔ hɔ eye 0540 311311 0540 311311 sciatica expert eye 21st
edu papenie edu papenie no one I'm not 2 months for dinkunima victory sir.
So you really not your swatch. You know victory garlic mixture no. You
Hey, and the victory garlic mixture. Let me join the celebration. Victory, Edu Papa victory.
Menu. Number gentlemen ndi me mo afrosane ye. Me nya victory garlic no. And na me ho atome.
Kane no. Me nati kakra na makuma bo mi periperi na mabre na me niso nyine bri me na sisia no me nya victory garlic mixture no bibia ye kama
and let's celebrate
da onya mfie dum yi no appeal for any oba o man for intimi mfasa adro bi
victory
FDA agi edwadie enkrato yi aton
Yare bakwa a higher member pa especially ya 40 years and above no a fire prostate ehon obetumenya prostate enlargement and after prostatitis se wokwa yare sabia na catch us with PSA level eko higher kaina hu se o prostate no ehon ya tochema se hu se wochim ansa na wadwonso wodwonso na emu apai anaso edu anadwo a wota adwonso a ene kaina hu se wonya prostate disorder. So to me didi ye and as what tatinate in wapom and as when your daily supplement via a bit to me aboa ama prostate no ejina na nice. Somebody man church way a natural link company at one day pro slav capsules a boa mberima prostate true man and a dinner capsules a boa and buy a feature call over to me afro.
This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Hey, good papa. Ganabam, if your apostle, your waist, all your body, you make basa.
Thank you so much.
yes, sir. I feel good.
What, sir? What are you?
I'm about hospital.
Ghana to wait here from doctor no. Where you there? What must I do?
20 cedis.
Mr. Tiabako. Ghana Bam, young to Emma to her. I first at Tiabako, I first to be 20 cedis.
We need doctor. Nemo, say we Ghana Bam come. Say I'm too so so. If you make time Ghana Bam, you can.
And I think we can constructively criticize and give ideas. But Ghana Hano, idea where they are at what alternative are you providing? Into condemn we are, you should provide alternatives. It's important. Ebusia we be sebi. Ghana Immigration Service some years ago, I think within the time of His Excellency, my name is 2017 and now 2018. Or more now say, I don't know whether through the dailies, say, or more recruitment. Say, or more a slot for only 500. Vacancies near 500. Or more nipa be 500. Elwak na ya or more a share height. Do you know how many people showed up? More than 80,000 people applied.
No per 500.
Oh, per 500.
And 80.
No open say.
Ubi apply
recruitment.
But the man can say per 500.
Vacancies near 500. Ohenum. Nipa over 80,000. And apply. Enti bambo ejumano Kofi kono Ibrahim Elkono. And yes, omine don'ti ana our passion for security. Ope ejuma. Ejuma na ohwehwe. She companies in Kitwa away in Pobi Kitani Masters or near Juma or say, oh, it doesn't matter, my logistics, but baby, I would me beshibia, meet me a Juma. And you don't look at people's desperation for jobs and recruit them. You'll be putting square pegs in round holes. And Juma no or my or Heneba. Wontumi multimedia, only God knows how many application letters are. Inti nipa ne friend journalism no nti asempo matese mo hwehwe nipa inti me nso me apply
none other announcement say company be per drivers heavy duty drivers 20 about 11 omomra na me see me two car da me ho aba me buy na I counted more than 60 omo abedo two mu ha no every Monday ni be nipa da so aba ha no ma
o program so any Wontumi multimedia nipa 80 pa na ensesi ampo madam for be oye car rental needing the David or say oti I think say bia onam kwan so ana bibisa nti why is an announcement ni there was so by why like impose one can say omunhia wo
so ebinum get themselves into the service but not omunni nyese adwuma no person okoye osoma no person okonemum
politicians na ka ho ye beba omodies but Africa has a problem
which is
the youth bulge is a ticking time bomb for us. See how can say yenkoye population control kakra na yaka say oyankopon say e wo Bible mo say yen wo na enda ne te say epoano
anya
Islam phone so beka say wo yan wo a anka wo bebe wiase but I believe say the system is overstretched. Look at the number of graduates every year. Enka nenu ye say oko school a obesesa we busua ehyebre but say we be school no mpo national service your mobile we name say Wontumi multimedia more service personnel bi wa 5519 nipa no je no say ato no adwendwen because at the end of July end deal someone will have to wait for 4 years 5 years before so benye juma. Until I believe that as a continent, as a country, when you about say aban ben na ye nhyehyeye ben African governments across board, there was a year in Mebuno, Omunya and Shisha Stronko, Ede Bemai. Senebeya, of course, in the case of Ghana, opportunities be brave Naba and NAPCO or planting for food and jobs, youth in afforestation. And I believe that we should continue to build up on these initiatives. So, Heneba, Senebeya, Mebuno Benya BBI. Out of desperation, and nipa apply for Ijumano. Not because say, or Ijumano ho dosron kobi, ana waye no research and say, ni capabilities in ti obetimi aye say Ijumano. Ni uhi ane say ope salary at the end of the month. Enti bebi obetimi di ni ti ashe bi a salary be pay free money. It doesn't matter the name of the job. It's not say nipa no watone boase ate police yo anansa we osreni a wasede ne sen ne county ade no eye ne fe so obesom oman no in that capacity or in that regard no new here ne say ye betwa ne ka nti we have to have a policy for Ghana's youth. And sometimes what your officer onim and the level of frustration mebuno no be ekom until so be interact and now be interview omo. Even so you're lazy, let's be fair to governments in Africa. Even so how many juma na onye or ya kwadjofo. O se be juma mu 6 o'clock or no be 10 o'clock. Even so tesa. Into me nka say abaya hodo Africa have fault into na woni BBI. Some youth are just lazy. Ne obe bia nipa no mpa juma. Juma ye ni ha. Ko ejume mo ana or feel board bisa our group no so ewo. But I believe that fundamentally governments across the continent no omu ye bi, but I think they can be on the fourth gear. Senebeya jobs are ewo ho edema emebu no ye be create jobs no e de ama fix the country for meka ho asem kakra as the conversation proceeds no. We also have a responsibility as youth to be able to support the system rather than say ye condemn it dano. Inti ohinebana meka say even though governments across the continent, the African continent, also create jobs, youth also be lazy. Was say a kind of criteria and kasaya home. Ejuma is sorry ahimachi. Never car be ejuma no the man on to me yet. Ejuma ye ni ha. And some people are even put on probation. Yes, so ejuma ye ma contract. Oh, the ejuma 3 months na yenhwe. Ni performance portal, punctuality or mat woman times every ejuma mo time say ma or ba late or person upon time. That one cannot be blamed on the system. One person na we lazy. And we need to separate. Obiti social media, so fix the country. No, be son sir. Ejuma ben which may consistently for 3 years. Yen pay ejuma. Yen ejuma no so a peking cry or peso ye. Apprentice per se or no yen sika sin in master. Into one nipa na ejuma oh 1 month sika fia we na ode mami or maybe.
Yeah.
Into ono eno ya buying fault and answer employer no private investor no fault. Into that group is there. They are just shouting on social media. Jobs for the youth, create jobs for the youth. Wow, Ejuma, within the last 5 years, why Ejuma bear 7? Baby and Joe, Okwa now if you Okwa now if you. Into then fix it. Into that category of youth, no ewoho. Yemfa omonton chen. But those with the zeal and enthusiasm to work, no, omunti na ye kasa. Say Africa baya hodono. They are doing their best. Ghana when we initiatives are Yaba NAPCO planting for food and jobs in but I will say Shomokena. Send a bear big creative jobs. Until the passion is not there. And the person is just looking for a job. And then there is also the issue of politicians. Politician obo pro say Monto Mamino. Na wakwako jina baby. Hey, me buy as MP. Menya police ede ama mebu no be 20. Fire service me de nipa be 50 na koho. National security me de nipa be 20 akoho. Enti eye no ahohoa na ye bo gene so. I say honorable mu say honorable buy why say wafa nipa do honorable is he in charge of recruitment into the security services? And sometimes I believe, say, I don't think condemnations alone can change this society. Problem bia e fare by, and we the people are part of the problems of this country. It's not only about recruitment. Honorable as say na winya di brenu. It is only in Africa yebema we juma. Say yema we juma ya how. But yema ni pay juma as an appointment appointea. They will throw a party. It means say Johnny and Quine bed. But elsewhere it's a responsibility. Look at the humility with which British politicians go to parliament. The humility will be to meet you bicycle echo parliament. But once the honorable to know any we ourselves put pressure on them. Until they have to do things that are not, ABI Adrian said those things will not help us to be able to satisfy the kind of demand that Yankasa ye. Until any honorable as said yes, sir, obe recruiting at the Amagana Police Service. But the people themselves ask for it. Me of Ampo Danny DC police important to me and family uncle. And now ye ni say wimpo into me and yam mammy. Until that affects the recruitment process. Until Betty I say, oh, MPY Amano slot. Say do EBIA 10 into the Ghana Police Service. Does he have the security or technical eye to determine who is ready to work in Ghana security agencies? Only be. Inti frafra kobo.
Yeah, at
the end of the day, the excess is say obi ordinary 2M obi se kodi bone and I say the standards I was say Apple dia any hono. Na standards ne echo form. I think we need to give them the leverage. And then finally on recruitment, there is one thing we need to know. There are two forms of recruitment. In the intelligence agencies within the security sector, yen announce yenka. Into no headhunting. Into journalists for a senior journalists. Obi wa Jumama state intelligence. Universities are holding students, and some of the students are recruited. Say information be a war no. Just tell us what hospitals are holding. There are people who are there. Obi a cleaner, he works for state intelligence. So there is headhunting, and it happens around the world. Obi study Nipano say Nipano to me keep it secret. It's the person able to blend in easily. Your man assignment I'll be to me until there are times sir we want you to work for us in this capacity. And no and a come in any recruitment no so say yeah now say Ghana Army, the military is recruiting, Ghana Police Service is recruiting, Fire Service is recruiting, into apply. Into a best son so na ye nipa mo betime aye adwuma. But with the political interference, I believe that ye nipa no so ye can be. But let's keep urging the politicians to do the right thing.
Young Quadra, the AC, the narration, the free post for her bad, the free amount for Tihonum, the free bushing for her, and I feel a Juma Kakra. You be preempted the 3-member committee no the but kakra o maye no enkomo betime di ho no emfonyini bay na etwa de kire.
Mene abupra in the course of the week. One kasa woni kuma abupra edi nkomo. And I say the 3 members on the committee no, I think they are not ordinary people. Appeals court judge Nkane Kumsin. And Amamia Omoya Penny Plus minimum. And before the 2016 election, yeah, peace campaign or my program be Mikasao program no. And Dr. Vladimir introduce minimum no any moment. Meaning no any bombandi atna as co-panelists or program be so multimedia any account. And then you share various places. Open Masempa, and he's a very down-to-earth, level-headed person. Me just say, or a security expert, or Tinemase. Say Gaf Simple. Oh, the Kofi Annan Peacekeeping Training Center. You share wall with GAFC. Ghana Armed Forces. Say school shrunk modern entity. Emma Asrafo. Or no name na ye omupinimu.
Okay.
Enti ote security as na. Me just say the point at which the youth charged at the police and military, the way they conducted themselves, he will bring that expertise to bear on the work of the committee and commissioner or more Juma Sissin. But Yenka say Major Maxwell Mahama no yɛ ɔsrɛni ɛmebu no ɛna bɔn ikun no ɛna hye no nti at the end of the day no I believe that when we say civilian lives matter no we should also say the lives of our security personnel are more share so ɛbɔ yɛ ho ban also lives matter. So obi sikan APA say obeka say journalism school you say your program will be bad. These are the steps to take. You say camera upon now they be bonity as save you obey. That is not to justify the excesses, but here share a seeking reforms within the way we control crowd protesters. Also, there have been demonstrations in this country. A single warning shot ankoso.
Yeah.
I say oyere ni okuno yes say ohene ba ebu amanu sisomi na wabo oyere nipa wo no aye I love you awapene ode wakone busuafo nche mo aye ifro dondo yes say wabo no. Domestic violence is bad enough, but the question society should also ask and say mama ne ye den oyere den na obo no wabo no it's bad. You have to be treated as such. You are a wife beater. But minjini say we abodam ni a onam ho a obubu nipa. To every action there is a reaction. And action begets reaction. And to the point is, what happened before the security agencies responded the way they did? At least I've seen one video Canon. And so share cars here more you see. And maybe no chasing or receded from the scene. NDC for a demonstration and traffic is see one crime about so because it wasn't a regular route. Oh, demonstration on crime. Normally I say Munshia or Brassport, mobile fire the Brakaibi and Marco Kupi Art Center, but almost shall say free. Accra Mall. They went through the major formal areas of the capital. Madam Fubimpo meeting almost say or say invested be by or may send a flight because of the demonstration and so and so. So because almost far those areas they pass, they are the former areas of the country. You understand? But obi dream say oye chere na ensisa beba. But I don't think demonstrations resolve issues all that. After demonstrations, how many youth have been employed? I think engaging government in a very academic and intellectual way, provide alternatives. Say aban we and tweye yen ni say and no na bebo o man no say the bia chobo I know my. Enti what I'm saying is that demonstrations are akosoa and timemufo are conduct or muhu ye no. We have had no cause to question crowd control. Say at this point nanka also mushu to stand grenades and rubber bullets and then a mushu to live bullets nene kikahon. The loss of lives, especially omo you ko omo there because kaka dey there say omo ye investigations because in nim nipa omo kuno say but the way our security agencies say directly involved the way the protesters spontaneously started omo demonstration and ho akoni abani ne kika nti I believe that ye to bambo phone also ye to timemu phone so afo peaceful procession. If you don't charge out the security personnel, if you don't make an attempt to burn a security installation, I don't think there will be the need for anybody to lose a life or a limb. I think the committee or commission will do a very comprehensive job.
The family now almost say omo ana the invitation of the committee. How complicated will it make? Committee no adwumaye?
We also need to understand the religious sensibilities regarding this. In Islam, there's what we call the articles of faith, and there are 6. Nisuyan was called near 5 pillars of Islam. Apart from 5 pillars, there were 6 articles. One of them is al-imanu bil qadr khairihi wa sharri, that obeji destiny di eye papa na eye bone. So ahene ba obeye nsem tre djuma yigidi say onyankopon atre before say be wo mpo say obeye djuma in journalism and nipa o cross road na car ebowa ebia driver no akwa bi or reckless by the end of the day say some no beto san no yigidi say onyankopon enim hu bi And I think I'm not a spokesperson for the family, but I think most Muslim families we have a belief say nipano we war into na you see you funu ntemo no.
Yeah.
When you say more the it's see for some time more then no nini.
Fini kofa ho ne sense bibli.
But who 6 o'clock and up one share by 12 na ye de woko. You see you come. Because we believe say you have an encounter with your God. We ni papa yes say wadaje. So rahimam no open temako. We ni pabonin so yes say ankasa yadaje. Because we are now a burden on us.
Very interesting.
Inti we have a belief say bibi to ebusuya infomanyame. Inti I think, and this is just a projection I'm making. I'm not spokesperson for the family.
Yeah.
They think say ahia white paper na ebeyo findings na ebeyo omodation omabio enti ne hia ne se omobebo mpai so yankopon emfa ne kra insi. I think there could be a religious. And number 2, confidence in our security agencies so say na from the beginning because don't go serving at the end of the day then it says so jisika say tikan to mean tonkwa. Lives are precious and life is so precious you can't put it's priceless, you can't put a figure, a price tag to it. Into how to prevent these things going forward, you know. Na mejidi say busuan be interested in rather than say after commission, it doesn't mean say kaka ebesa bebi.
Are we exposing our military too much? Ebi mu concern no say na say bibi kakra bia na soldier for ababontin bibi kakra bia na soldier for ababontin two concerns and say argument, two angles of argument. Ebi mu say why are they police for Najumana Abrumoso? Are they not able to provide the protection and say the kind of environment here and MIA into the BIND Asraf for the emblem? A beautiful argument is say Asraf for the military for the air, and the civilians are getting used to them. In the end, can that kind of respect who authority be the military are commanded from the civilians, you know, and I'm saying, tell whom you know, a free home.
From here, Oheneba, I'll go and teach soldiers and police officers. Police need be at me class sometimes. Or share sene or somewhere. Or training training. I think we need to depart from the idea say the police are lesser of professional security people than Asrafo. In other countries, you know, I want to say in Tao, because atakakra anyene juma atapenye we juma untumenye. Just that their mandate is a bit different. When we to safeguard our territorial integrity and check, I'll read Mampenyi message or the MIF as part of the national security strategy or more published now. Territorial integrity. Say Togo for attacking. Burkina for attacking, Alata for attacking, Cote d'Ivoire for attacking, Asra for Asade. They are to keep our boundaries safe. Of course, we have our airspace, we have our territorial waters, into there's maritime security, nini ekikaun. But internal security, say if you move rule of law, nini ekikaun, police for Asade. But it doesn't mean say police ni is of a second class. As somebody I'll share so and I boy a home bind than the soldier. The reason we hold the soldiers in awe has to do with our political history. Because in 1966, I asked for the two Kwame Nkrumah Banso. International Liberation Movement by the things I asked for a year. After that, and the SMC 1 and 2, Supreme Military Council 1 and 2. Up to the time of a champion. After that, Jerry Rawlings, AFRC, PNDC, by. Up to now, we get reports say, "Ya papa num nibi, opia to me stopping or a jano guana banning a kikahon." Into that intimidation from our political history, is what we have carried into the post, military regimes. Now, dreams are they are not any more special than a police for. They work together as a team. It was a police in Australia and a joint military operation, police military operation. And don't say, Ijumano abro police force na they are for Abba. They work hand in hand. And I think that argument, we need to deflate that argument. Because there are elitist police units, sir. Almost someone esene asrafo. Counter-terrorism for almost someone. Military intel for almost so sir. FPU, formed police unit, for. Kotifo ya omo ba wankasa oni say bema na ebe. And so those we meet on the road at the police station, they are like everyday people who interact with us. It doesn't mean say soldier and Australian any major man in police. I think we need to make that point clear. So they work hand in hand. Because who are share so BB because within the country, how will you know? Any police in a bubble Australian man. They work hand in hand. I'm not a center. And I think there needs to be a line of inquiry. The police academies need to enforce this idea. Say, you are not any better. You training or Bondasi, don't they train together at Bondasi? Ezutrari, don't they work together? And they learn how to shoot together sometimes. They go on drills together. And I think, sir, when you see, sir, there is a joint police and military operation at Kumasi Abontinso and Abebi Fufro Ganon and non Tresse Jumano. And I have indicated the boys are not sophisticated biasa or Timoto so kita pump action and HEB. They are not sophisticated. One police division can deal with them. One police district can deal with them. And there is no scarcity of expertise and competence on the part of the Ghana Police Service. I don't see it as such cry. And they are working together.
So the crime rate in Ghana today, when they compare the years back, Kosoro or Ebafo?
Say, it be a high profile. It be as I say, before say can you trap picture just your coffee photo now about powder but it will be a cameraman into some crimes that may be heightened to committed were not caught on tape. The difference it doesn't mean say statistically crimes in 2021 up to the second quarter we've entered the third quarter worse than the statistics for 2020. But just that some of these crimes, Maxwell Mahama Nkwane Yukunoda, that security belt. But what was different about his? The act was caught on camera. And because of social media, ITRTC, Obia was soning a kick on. We capture say, hey, Omushu tutu. And now Adani Bibia Woho now spread it so fast. I don't think Ghana's security is worse than it was in the past. Just that some of these cases are high profile and I say mark viral on social media. So I think we are doing fairly well. Oheneba Mampini Eka Bibi. Our name one or trade the forward to the national security strategy.
Yeah.
Make read the potoka sana kakra. Mampini said the most important thing for a nation. The most important things for a nation are the peace and safety of its people. Into the Ghana Police Service, the Army, Fire Service, all the security agencies, in said they will safeguard our lives and our property. That is number one on their agenda. And it's territorial integrity. Yebeshe say, Amaya icha yehuishiano, or more ambedia bro. It is when these are guaranteed that citizens can go about their lives normally and show to improve and strive to improve upon the quality of their circumstances. Look at the peace we enjoy in Ghana. And sometimes when we over-report some of these security breaches, we are shooting ourselves in the foot. Because at Twitter, I think of setting up a more HQ, headquarters for African operations. South Africa, internet connectivity and penetration is better than in Ghana. South Africa, it's in Ghana. Why haven't they chosen South Africa? And no choose Ghana. Yabamboni assumed you ain't. NTBB's touch makakra. Look at the headlines. And some of these incidents happened at the time. I'm paying Afre ECOWAS and paying for some movie and share one crime. And the newspapers were just reporting, say. And look at the African Continental Free Trade Agreement. Nigeria is the largest market on the continent. Why didn't they choose Nigeria? Say there be Ghana na epe. And if we don't show gratitude to God, Allah, for the security and peace we are enjoying.
You are enjoying it.
UN Security Council, Omo ma amansanko bata so yebi. Omo na ehwe ebiasa fani ina bambo. Ghana had the highest votes, 185. A show of confidence in our security. Now ankasa utu feel say me ankasa me bambo won say matete apansa. Amanoni fo ina e boyisi. Almost so yes. I think these breaches, we should be able to cover them in a way. Media coverage, sometimes you blow things out of proportion.
Right.
And I think someone so more said it. And then the existence of a national security strategy that outlines national, regional, and global perspectives of the security landscape can help realize this objective. And Tibambono various levels.
Yeah.
If you the regional security, ECOWAS level or continental security, Ghana said the anything because BB HC or mindful for 1 to 2 name a year, it can spill over into your country. And then globally, what contribution are we making? So this is just one paragraph. I don't want to read everything. And so many things we need to know that are happening. Domestic level, the domestic environment of Ghana is by itself as a society is a source of number of threats and then security and stability. And the National Peace Council, regional houses of chiefs, national house of chiefs. Almost said they will ensure cohesion to be able to achieve this. And then at the regional level, Ghana is part of many operations at ECOSO, Mali. Say there is an operation, a peacekeeping operation, a friend Minusma. Ghana has contributed in that regard. Continentally, South Sudan, Ghana for Ewohwa, keep peace in South Sudan. And by and large, what I'll leave with the good people of Ghana and pay and say, chichire omanya, untumi nye bibia ohanche moha.
Yeah.
Na mistakes and ba along the way, obey then atutu nye already now, attacks are also against police officers. I trust we need, bulletproofs, bulletproof jackets. They are my police for a deficiency has been identified. We hope so. To turn them a and Kadia Kodia Muhia. So mobile or Mujumano, so mobile provided. So it's work in progress. Me Pesagana for Inya and say we are doing fairly well in terms of our security. Yen kasa yen timemfo asede say beboa bambo for senebeya Ghana bambo be krabehwe.
Mila say Alhaji Irbad Ibrahim ana anopay menena tase your security, my security, our security. And yetna si edi hun komo on the state of Ghana jumedi nonkro ene yebesoro so medame ho aba me ba na mene Peter Dunyo ene owa hene abetna si abedin komo about Vehicle 20, your ultimate immune booster. Yaba abedi sa enkomo nyant meba na meba yaba abetwa so ewo efia.
Has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Hey, good papa. Ganabam, if your apostle, your waist, all your body, you make basa.
Thank you so much.
By the FDA.
Biker, we're supporting the new system. Yeah, Mama Biker.
Pacho, what Tony near?
Let's not go be able to go in the
Me kwa supporting my boost for your new system. Hey, I saw a Viker t-shirt. Mato t-shirt. Me kwa ba be fan kai no. Ni t-shirt go mommy.
Boss, champion, Mr. Mr. Willie one.
Okay.
Viker is supporting a new system.
And your well-being.
Vico 20 is not suitable for children under 12 years of age, pregnant women, and lactating mothers. A quality product from Joy Herbal Center. This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
me so me wa ha a vehicle 20 otanya stress level e was so otanya cold we front tire ya ade twa na sebia da nikura eche ansa na ewu otanya infections a odie e vehicle 20 o pesa wona makwa ni nyina ya adwuma ya e vehicle 20 sina machi
yani ahenba
apum
obodi adu bia boko
edenya ko pass vehicle 20
yeah vehicle 20 the immune system
also kwan be na mbofa so eyeye
vehicle 20 ya fankeja
man fankeja
ya fankeja ndre bia meka say onu bibidro bi na ejiwa na bibidro no 10% pen of the phytochemicals na wenya so mfa so 90% in the water egu. In the vehicle 20, you use sophisticated blend reagents and you dissolve all the phytochemicals in the plant. You really concentrate here and the vehicle 20. In the vehicle 20, there it is made scientifically. And you be dry, you no abefu kwanso. Sanity. And notina, obi biara onum vehicle 20 biara dance kesiye pa. Ohen ba wankasa wanumbi Wontumi efia obia numbi adaside ne bebre ye bana amanfo nya vehicle 20 ofia kra na eya da ne ntokwa ai na so sanity edo ne ye dro papa obia wanum vehicle 20 bia di adanse ohen ba na edo no eye dro a metuma ka say eye dro abama wiase mu nyina because se me no ka say enya Ghana hanko na danside ne ede eba nke dro bi ba enka eye Ghana happen ye budget so but vehicle 20 edura US Canada UK Germany France obi biara ho bia no maduro ni bia odi ho dance se ko DHL omo officer se ade a e ma musika pa eye de say ye de vehicle 20 ye de kwa amano e ma musika papa every single day. You do over 150 cartons and echo amanone. Ghana for any the black society or more amanone no. Omaji vehicle 20 pa atumpa ama impono amrofunu bebre na eden enum vehicle 20. Omo vaccine no bo mo ba vehicle 22 eso eden support omo pa. Enti edo na edropa na no pay yebeka safa infections ho. Ni efe no UTI urinary tract infections. Yebedi hu komona no pay.
Okay. Urinary tract infection.
Urinary tract infection. UTI.
No.
Yarea yenya wo yejunso mu. Na eha nipa bebrebe pa. Na sometimes no mberema no kra de go hospital aye ferry. Especially say doctor ne your ba no bisa say what is ojunso mu no be ma mo hihye na obegu ka say o da bi na so obehu say na junso no mu ojunso a obema ne mo hihye pa so na o ferry na UTI yare yeyi nipa 100 a emu 70 ye ma omutanya UTI yare no na ema no hwe the way of reproductive organ na ema omo peki UTI pa aye junso mu yare na mama bi hu mi oyerpa television no si enye modro ya na nkade bia me ko junso a me sai me ho ansara ma junso because junso ne de me a me yesa me ro me ho ana junso na eden aba me junso ten na nya dro vehicle 20 a na me say ma eye no kre eye UTI because e ma no candida albicans e ka ho bi chlamydia e ka ho bi gonorrhea e ka ho bi syphilis e ka ho bi mpacho endamo yare bebre na e hayen including the UTI infections na di enya infections na haye bebre pa na emanu so na ya omompe ebibidro num because omo say alkaloid na wo bibidro num no ma bibidro no ye tatahwe no ano eyenyo but wo hwe the way ye vehicle 20 a ya ne such a way say ano nyu no ebeba form eti vehicle 20 baby atumenum nte na megira wontumi fi de kase so aka kire Ghana manyi na say o baby betima to vehicle 20 anom because lady be numbi o say vehicle de wunya wo ni taste no kwa ye excellent wunya vehicle eno a enye no eno so enye the too much sa enti edamufua enti wo UTI yare bia no debia meka say UTI emanya emaremanya nanso emarema na taye hu dede pa oberemanya UTI asese obeka say bebre and ma pick infections and I say a man admit man be say over 3 years 4 years but the moment obenum vehicle 20 no eboa esane say Vicle 20 ni immune system support drug. And no boy boy and so only must say infections ebe high. It's the immune system is any pedu. When to say what the definition of immune system krana. Oba said the main function of the immune system is to fight against infections. It's the complex network of cells and proteins, and these cells and proteins they defend your body and my body against infections. Infections means to say bacterial infections. Infection means to say fungal infections. Bacterial infection ha ema, fungal infections ha ema. It's both bacterial and fungal infection ha ema pa. Na emu kakra na ha mrema pa ba mrema ye hu dede.
Enye ni nyina
Sawong
kakra and hamema
kakra.
Okay.
Now osha emerema no so no ye wo friend protozoa infections. Protozoa infection na ye infection ba wo so a obo say na doctor no ama waduro bi say duro no numa e wo metallic taste eno no be say 3 days na wo menemu ya wonyo udi bibia enya wo de aha no na protozoa infection no ene wo RNA type of viruses and say DNA type of viruses na nyina ye nneoma infections e high. It's your body and cassa and will say, you will be here say, your immune system na holding bed, ebebem. But a tommy be immune system na holding ever form because growth and the immune system they are inversely proportional. In other words, unyino now immune system na holding ever form. Usano na holding jim until won't tell who this type of infections. Into Basha, obi 25 years, 18 years, or infection all right. Now so no say, oh, nya the impact no infection says a bono no and mono. But so 30 years, 40 years, about after who now no ojo wade engine. Until who be here and neno obano Vicle 20. So ye nipa oba. I don't know what counter, and as a berema, who don't want count, but as a baron who counter, you need Vicle 20. Na etimin clear
mentiase
good so we nipa say me nipa me ho aka oba da ana so oba so de ho aka me da e ho be yan say me no Vicle 20
aden
because infection say transfer from one person to another.
Okay.
What is a transferable? It's infection be a oba ho bia no obarema nya bi infection be a obarema ho bia no oba nya bi it's UTA
e man bi o ho a omo ya omo say ono ye wie ya no so no kodwunso ye ntie bia na wadwunso
ko they are microscopic organisms. The moment I don't hold can up and transfer that. What I say, the seminal fluid no. What I say, even that seminal fluid kitten a band and ejaculation abano. You transfer it straightforward. It's a woman here say
yes, one sorry kodwunso asembie.
But I know they asembie when they assemble. Now do something clear this microscopic organism. Do something clear bacteria. Do something clear fungi. What does it mean? Protozoa. What does anything can HIV ni ho? What I'm saying? The moment I don't count by you have transferred infection from one way or the other. It's a bad infection in quadia. I don't need a Vicle 20. Now they make us a Vicle 20 no. A year draw. Say a real fit to was will form. One of Vicle 20 a credit amount. Mama tie me ye, papa tie me ye. Yare bia wo so bia no. Won say most of the yare no infections na e de ba. Ohen ba you 4 major type of yare. You infectious disease. You genetic and as a hereditary disease. You friend say nutritional sickness and as a deficiency disease. And you physiological. E munyi na no ba ko pa na Vicle 20 to me support o. You find no deficiency and as a nutritional no. And say we are any yare just say one moja dru ansa na ho atowa. E no pa na Vicle 20 and 8 me mo. But say we are any yare so wo moja now yare ninga yare disa what did you na so one moja dru ansa na ho atowa me pacho edro ne Vicle 20 but mo dey say won sabeka bi so wonya Vicle 20 dey bia me ka say your pressure pa hwe so hwe pressure ohinaba ne ma pressure ba ne pedua BP ne ma ne ba no the main the accumulation of cholesterol. What I say?
So cholesterol no
cholesterol. Na your friend say arteries and veins and I say vessels are moja ni name no. Ubo say moja ni ntimi nko yeti wakuma ba pump mo. Aha. What I say? And apart from that infections so edeba. It is what dear no say cholesterol and a pile Vicle 20 bois a clebon say Vicle 20 containing saponins, a containing polyuronides, a containing triterpenes, and a containing reducing sugars. These are all phytochemicals. A conipedium, a washing system, it dissolve all clotted cholesterols. The bad type of cholesterol, a clear It is a wood there no pressure no say cholesterol accumulation of cholesterol de buy ya Vicryl 20 boa manere ekle. And as a nipa so won say infections in more one ba nipadua ni mu a nipadua release all the defensive mechanisms. Say obedi no ho afense obebo no ho ban afiri yare ho. It's a banner sana. The periodic produce be from parogens, it be a cytokines, it be a prostaglandins. The moment that these chemicals are produced in the body, in the process of defending itself from infections, no, automatically with temperature no pressure bed every time manipulate blood pressure the equals no. It's a what many infections here free the more viral load and that's a bacterial load and that's a fungal load and that's a protozoa load no na pressure no so kwa na the equals. But say bedu bedu say vessels and as a capillaries are moja ni name a ewo wutrim no ebe rapture na pipe moja nwa gutum ye ntia sempa.
Wow.
Eti adro Vicryl 20 wo no ma wutum say wo ko check pressure e da normal, wo ko check o high sugar e wo moja ma diabetes e da normal. Vicryl 20 ye nneoma bebre ma ni padua no enti na no pe make am for the amount say wo asabe wo de no e friend say pressure and I say diabetes, and I say Johnson Muyare, and I say Candida albicans in Mowan, and I say Neisseria gonorrhea, gonorrhea, and I say Treponema palladium, the syphilis, the Eba, and I say Salmonella typhi Mowan the typhoid fever banner. We have Vicryl 20. Vicryl 20. Yanton wahen. So what they Osa phone na no pay.
Osa phone na so ka ho.
Vicryl 20 a draw a holistic a normal bebre a multi-purpose type of immune system support drug. Me no ka say immune system be any ho a ano nam say Vicryl 20. Immune system support drug be any ho a ano nam say Vicryl 20. It's a oko chaos is here oko misty. Mr. Nano pay Michia, Uko Colinak, Uncle Colinak Michia, Uko Freddy Mens, Uko Apidang, Uko A Mensa, Ewo Takrade, Uko cries the answer near old upon Chikaka, Ewo Takrade, Uko Nimde Heba, Ewo Makasek, Ewo Takrade, Uko Sankotex, Ewo Cape Coast, Uko Cape Coast Pharmacy, Uko Pina Heba, Ewo Cape Coast, Mpacho Uko Baby a ton no beer, Jeff Heba, Ewo Mankesim, what is Uko Baby a ton no beer, Uko Repatch, Ewo Accra, Uko Calling Nack, Sam Kobe Biano, Unsabeka Vicryl 20. Your numbers no, I know who person in Ninkoma, bet my friend Yankasami number. 0244 876 321 0244 876 321 and I say 0244 585 531 Mo amusha televisions there numbers no guso bet my fan numbers no but for radio phone there 0244 876 321 and 0244 585 531 and then the Vicryl 20
Vicryl 20
you say yare nyina e wo mu no betutu ayre akọ ebe boost immune system no ama the immune system says be excited excited sana they move from one energy level to another energy level no mu no sa level no dia yare bia it's a dance die bebrebe mu no wo so no bi na dance dey den embra Vicryl 20 e dropa e boa Ghana man eni wiase mu ba bia obi edi ho dance it's a ultimate kind of pair bobo dey say won sabeka Vicryl 20 na woni wabusua munje mo ho enfri yare ho because yare eya.
Thank you very much Peter enono enti abusua ba bia ton hamanro bia Uramwa Vicryl 20 no on sabeka bi pharmaceutical shops no so no okọ no a onsa ebetumi aka Vicryl 20 ni bi numbers no ebi 0244 876 321 0244 876 321 and afi 0244 585 531 0244 585 531 yefesia na yemai muso Wontumi nationwide sports show no I ready. Kineben Abu Dhabi Atapoku and Afi Kweku Ederson the Tinkerman woman